Before you came, the people had resigned themselves to their fate, cowering in fear of the hunters. But now, because of you, they might just stand a chance.
At number 1, we've got the much-awaited game Forspoken. This game just went on and got itself a free demo sitting on the Play Store ready to go since only hours ago. This is in case there's new to it here with the game itself or unfamiliar with somehow. An open-world action RPG or one of the biggest games in development by Square Enix. This is actually said to be the most visually advanced open-world game by the company so far. Check it out, the game is releasing January 24 next year.
End this once and for all.
Dead Space Remake just got itself about 14 more minutes of gameplay, in case you're just waiting for. The game is now coming to PCs, Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 only January 27 next year, simultaneously on all platforms. Not only the game's graphically advanced or overhauled, to be specific, remade from the ground up, but it's actually got more in-game content, more voices and sounds. Check it out, there's more, and this is how it really looks now.
よく来た、麦わらのルフィ。
ウソップはどこだ？返してもらうぞ。
俺を倒せるとでも？
お前を倒してみんなで帰る。
Bandai Namco just released a new trailer for One Piece Odyssey, well, technically introducing some totally new kingdom. Nothing specific to talk about, considering I personally have like zero background myself from the One Piece universe. But here's a trailer. Hopefully y'all know what's going on. One Piece is scheduled to be released January 13 next year for the PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, Series X and S, and also PCs. Take a look.
ウソップがいない。連れて行かれたんだ。
あのハト野郎、間違いなく前よりも強くなってやがる。
俺たちは必ずウソップたちを取り返す。お前たち行くぞ。
世界全部を敵に回そうとも仲間を守りたい彼らの決意。
私は生きる。あなたたちに決して屈しない。ルフィがいる限り諦めないことにした。あの日司法の塔でね。
役に立たない部下はただの足かせだ。
部下じゃねえ、仲間だ。あいつらがいてくれるから俺は負けねえんだ。
なんて人たちなの。絶望的な状況なのに誰一人欠けてない。ルフィの言葉を、仲間との絆を信じて。力の源はそこにあるのかしら。
Now, SpaceBourne, on the other hand, is actually having itself a little bit of a sequel, in case you missed out on the news, due for release. Well, it was previously set to be coming out November 1st this year, and now it is actually delayed to January 13 next year. The game's going to be coming to PCs only. This is, well, the continuation of the series that started life in 2020 as a space sim open universe single-player shooter with an additional third-person shooter element now where you could mine, trade, pirate, craft, and most importantly explore. Check it out, we also got a new trailer for it too. We've got over here once again Season from roughly 2 years ago, now in fact earlier this year renamed to Season, a letter to the future. But what is described by the fine folks at the company as a third-person atmospheric adventure bicycle road trip through the eyes of a young woman living in a very secluded community. This is how the game will eventually look like, and all we know is that it is coming to PCs, PlayStation 4 and 5, January 23rd. We also got a new trailer for it.
How it feels to be alive right now. What is this season that is about to end? And why is it ending?
In case you didn't know this, well, Persona 4 Golden was initially released in 2012 for the PlayStation Vita and the extension or director's cut to Persona 4 2008. The PC version of it then came out a couple of years before, and ever since, the game has just been regarded as one of the best action RPGs of all time. In case you were hyped for it, the game is now in development for the next generation of consoles too and said to be coming out January 19, and in case you are new to it, we also got a new trailer for it too. Take a look. Moving on, we've got once again Persona 3 Portable, which is an enhanced version of the Persona 3 itself with all of the DLCs. The game is now set to be released for Switch, PCs and into both generations of consoles too, January 19 next year. Well, to accompany the good news, we got a new trailer too. Apparently there's more to it than just the DLC, and that would be this here. Next up, we've got KartRider Drift, or no longer just a global test version of it, by Nixon, which is just one of the biggest mobile game developers of 2022, or mobile to console ports or vice versa. And for those of you who missed it, this is a competitive online racing game and one that actually has a single player campaign and even a little bit of RPG elements. Check it out, the full game is now set to be coming out January 11th for PCs and consoles and even the mobile devices. At number 9, we've got Raiden 4. Guys, the popular shoot-'em-up arcade and console game of a series that go back to at least a decade ago, the new game going by Mikado Remake is now finally on its way to PCs, both generation of consoles except Switch, January 31st next year as the latest game to be released that month. And as stated by developers, it's going to be combining the original arcade experience with modern day features and a lot more. Take a look. Now, moving on once again, we've got over here SimRail, the railway simulator, now finally coming out in January 13 next year as a new advanced railway simulator with high-speed long distances into database real routes on the real world, of course. Now, the good thing about SimRail is that it comes with co-op and multiplayer elements this time around, and long story short, it's been in the making for quite a while, so keep it in mind. Now, Joy Masher developers finally came out and revealed the release date of Vengeful Guardian Moonrider, as it is now coming to PC, Switch, and the PlayStation consoles only January 12th next year. To accompany the good news, we also got a new trailer, a free demo on Steam, and this is what it is all about. Moving on, we have from roughly a month ago, Flash Party, a platform fighting game just like the recently released All-Star, wherein you control pretty much a pool of really cool heroes that you've never seen before. Attack, jump, dodge, and block, and you get to throw your opponents off of the stage, just like that. Check it out, the game's set to be coming out January 9 next year and for PCs only, on Steam. Now, following that, a space for the Unbound is right now, actually been for quite some time, one of the most anticipated projects out of Indonesia, or basically the entire eastern region, if we're considering pixel art games though. The game is an adventure mostly with puzzle elements and cinematic/visual novel gameplay. It is now set to be coming out January 19 for PCs, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and also the PlayStation 4. Here's the trailer. Coming up behind that, we have Breaker's Collection, which basically includes two of the classic Japanese 2D arcade fighters from a long time ago, and now with the online added multiplayer. Check it out, the two games now coming out January 12th next year, and to accompany the good news, we got a new trailer for it too. Here. And last but not least, we've got over here Neptunia Sisters vs. Sisters, which is just the newest entry of a long-running series of some dope anime-style action RPGs that's now set to be coming out for PCs and once again a PlayStation exclusive as well, not coming to Xbox consoles January 24. This is indeed a spin-off of the RPG Hyper Dimension Neptunia, and this is how it really looks.
Started.